the speed of the Taliban's advance has been very surprising. The fact that the Taliban are advancing is not surprising. We all knew this was going to happen when the U.S. withdrew, but the speed has been surprising. And I attribute that to President Biden's decision not only to withdraw, but to announce that the United States was withdrawing essentially unilaterally. By doing so, he really pulled the rug out from under the Afghan allies who've been fighting with us for 2 decades. He, I think, delivered a crippling morale blow to the Afghan army, and they no longer believed they had the resources they needed to win. So if that's true, then why fight? And that has led to a cascading effect where the Afghan army is not fighting and the Taliban are winning. I'm trying hard to understand why the administration decided for a complete withdrawal right now. To my mind, there was no pressing need for a withdrawal. The American presence in Afghanistan was quite small, quite low risk, relatively affordable. American troops were not actually in harm's way or engaged in ground combat in large numbers, not for years. There were not a large number of U.S. soldiers dying in combat. And our presence there was actually achieving something. We were keeping the Taliban at bay and preventing al-Qaeda from reconstituting safe haven, keeping them on the run. And all of that will be undone now with our withdrawal. So I'm mystified why the president decided what he decided. I think everything I just said, I think that the president, his administration, I think they don't believe what I just said. They believe the mission could not accomplish any further good, was failing, and needed to, they needed to pull the plug on it. And they believed that the mission was unsustainable. I don't know why they believe that, because they're wrong, but that's what they believed. Any more nation building, building up ministries or building roads, schools, and hospitals, we just stopped doing that in about 2011 or earlier. So I just would love for the viewers to know that that's kind of an older debate about how much nation building we should have done. I think we probably should have done more to build up the authority in Afghanistan, to build up the government so that they could be capable of denying safe haven without us. I think a functioning government is essential for that purpose. I think I lost that debate. And for 10 years, we've done nothing but sort of play whack-a-mole with terrorists and try to train the Afghan army. So I'm not surprised that our strategy, which is a pretty shallow strategy, has proven ineffective. Nonetheless, I think staying would be better than going. Going is the last mistake we'll make because it's the one mistake we can't undo. It's very difficult to envision what we could do now. It seems to me that the situation has deteriorated so much. I don't know what realistic options we have. At the very minimum, we need to have a very generous refugee policy to allow as many Afghans as can and as many Afghans want to flee their country, to flee the tyranny that is about to descend upon their country. We need to be very generous with any Afghans who worked with the coalition over the years, translators, interpreters, and those who helped out the coalition. If possible, I'd love to see the international community reconsider the withdrawal and to stop the Taliban from taking over Kabul and to force them back to the negotiating table with some firm military measures.